Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Today, I went out on YouTube and I found the deleted scenes from that episode where Dee got put into that elimination against Maddie. And you know how that was the week when Dee said that I can't even remember what she said. Something about Black Lives Matter, and they fired her from the show. She made those racist remarks. They fired her from the show and said she would no longer be on any future seasons of the challenge and that she would not be invited to the reunion. And they heavily edited that show. I thought they edited the show because maybe it wasn't any drama, but boy, was I wrong. That episode was drama filled. They edited out all of the good information. Now I understand you're not trying to get Dee any shine. She messed up. She said racist remarks. Bye, Dee, girl. Bye, bye. But what they edited out of that episode left so many holes in the storyline of the season that it did the season a disservice. And what you edited out just made Dee look like an even bigger fool than what she was. So you could have left it in and we could have just laughed at her. But anyway, someone, I think it's called, I'm going to say it wrong. I'm going to try to link it to the description box. If not, if I can't figure out how to link it, I'll at least put that YouTube page's name on there. They have 2 clips. It's part 1, part 2 of all of the deleted scenes. And trust me, you could have sat up and watched them deleted scenes, and that little 14-minute clip was better than the whole hour episode. So they should have definitely left those scenes in. I'm going to do a quick review and talk about it because I feel like we missed the good stuff. So, where do we start? It starts with, I guess, when Bailey and Dee were linked up on that tank. And you remember they showed Bailey and Dee pushing boxes in each other's faces. And I'm thinking they just running the challenge. But apparently, as they are running the challenge, Dee is snatching flags out of Bailey's hand. Like, as soon as Bailey gets some flags, Dee is snatching them and throwing them. She's sabotaging Bailey. She doesn't want Bailey to win the challenge so she can be able to go in and get her red skull. Dee is really playing up this villain role on this tank. Bailey says, "You punched me 3 times in the face." I did not see Dee punch Bailey. She could have elbowed her in the face as she was snatching flags. I definitely saw Bailey pushing Dee. Like, Bailey was in control of her emotions because the way Bailey was pushing Dee and was like, "Bitch, why you taking my flags? You just hit me." Like, Dee probably did accidentally hit her. I didn't see Dee punch her intentionally. I thought they were going to come to blows. Like, Bailey was cussing Dee out. And Dee was playing up that villain role. Like, "I ain't trying to let you get no red skull. And you see, I think it was Corey and Swaggy were the males on the other side of them looking like they over there fighting. They getting ready to fight. Like, I thought they were getting ready to fight. Bailey was pushing the hell out of Dee. Like, "Bitch, quit taking my flags." Like, it was spicy. Now, Bailey is cussing out Dee. And Bailey at some point started crying, saying, "You already got your red skull. Why are you sabotaging me? You already got my red skull." And then Bailey says something else like, I wrote it down. She was crying. Bailey was doing a lot of whining, like, "I'm here trying to get this money and you already won money." And I'm like, "Bitch, don't people win these challenges back to back to back? Don't nobody care about you not winning a challenge and I just won. I'm not trying to help you win. This is $1 million, Bailey. No one is here to help you win." And I'm like, is this a rookie mistake? Like, her rookie season and really not understanding the challenge? But you were on Big Brother, so you understand the concept of not helping somebody win this money. Like, I want the money. I don't give a damn that I won last season. I want to win this season too. Like, when Bailey started whining and crying, I was just like, I was here for when Bailey was pushing Dee and, slamming those boxes in her face. I was here for that. because you got to fight for your win. But don't start whining like, but you already got money. You got more money than me. I can't tell. I look at you and Swaggy on Instagram. I can't tell you ain't got no money. Didn't he just give you $27,000 cash for your 27th birthday? And y'all throwing money in the air. You don't look broke to me. Stop crying, girl. And stop putting money on Instagram. To me, that's the stupidest thing you can do because you just painting targets on your back. And you out there in LA too. Like, that's just a little side note. I don't like when people flaunt money on Instagram because just put it in the bank. Just put it in the bank. People don't need to know what you got. But anyway, they show a little montage of Dee and they put the little devil horns and red skull on her face, and she gives that quote that most people give: "This ain't Big Brother anymore. Welcome to the challenge." Like, all right, Dee, people done said that a million times. Let's move on. Yeah, Bailey talking about you already got money. And then Bailey says something else that I don't like. Like, Bailey, I'm going to say this about Bailey and Swaggy real quick and from the deleted scenes. Bailey is talking about, I only want to come on this challenge once. I want to win this money, change my life so I don't ever have to do this again. And I'm like, don't invite them back. Their mindset isn't challenge ready. Like, people come on the challenge quite as kept as a career. This is how they make money. I know you win the grand prize, but you get paid money to come on this show. Like, people ain't just coming on the show for free. So you're here to entertain. This is a show. It is a game show at the end of the day. And Bailey's whining and crying, like, especially what she said last episode, like, I just wanted Swaggy to get a red skull so I could go home and he could win the money. Like, don't bring them back. Like, they don't have any alliances. If Wes ain't there, they're going to be the first ones gone. I'm over it. It's either rookie thinking and they aren't used to it if they come back as vets. Because to me, Bailey is a beast. Like, Bailey has been doing way better than Swaggy. Way better. Even the Swaggy has been doing good too. They should have at least held strong with their Big Brother competitors. They should have at least branched out and made alliances with the alliances that their Big Brother counterparts have made. If they come back, if they are invited back to the challenge, they are definitely a duo that needs to be split. Bring Swaggy alone, bring Bailey alone. If you bring them together, they will give nothing and be in this same boat. And I don't want to see it. But moving on, let's get back to Dee's hidden scenes. So next, the hidden scenes show Dee and Rogan have sex in the shower. Aneesa catches them having sex in the shower. She said it was short. That was Aneesa's commentary. But even Dee admits it in a confessional, like, she's really playing up this villain. She was like, it gets bored in this bunker and sometimes you need a little something to do, and that could be a little quickie in the shower. And I'm like, okay, girl, you admitted it. To me, that makes Dee look stupid. I don't know why you would want to be with this man after he's done what he's done to you already and what he's getting ready to do to you. But anyway, the next clip is Jenny is telling Bananas about Dee, because I think Bananas is starting to be like, let's make a big move. And Jenny is like, I'm here for it. Dee tried to throw me in. I think Bananas already knew that. Rogan had already told Bananas, but Jenny didn't know that. So Jenny felt like she was telling, but anyway, that wasn't nothing. They have a little clip of Swaggy and Bailey complaining some more. Like I said, they were by themselves complaining about the challenge. Like, no one owes you a red skull. But the one thing I did put as a side note, why was it cool for Dee to steal Bailey's flags and sabotage Bailey from getting in the tribunal, but everyone who was cheating or helping each other by giving their flags to that person was DQ'd for cheating? Like, to me, that's backwards. You should have DQ'd Dee as well, even though Dee didn't win. I guess that's a side note. Now they show this bar scene where Dee is threatening Josh, and she's telling him like, if you put me up as that third nominee in the tribunal, I'm gonna take it personal. Okay, bitch, don't nobody care. So now I guess this is after they put those banners up and we see that Dee is the third nominee. Josh gets emotional. Dee in the confessional was doing her villain thing, like, ha ha ha, Josh is easily manipulated. I'm gonna play with his head. And so she comes up to Josh and says, you hurt me. I thought we were cool, and you letting them put me up there, it hurts my feelings. And she walks away, and then Josh walks into a room and breaks down and cries like a baby. And Kyle is like, don't let her get in your head. And he's like, I don't want to cry on camera. I don't want to cry on camera. And I'm like, when did Josh and Dee even become cool for Dee to be able to manipulate you in this way? Because everyone knows Dee and Wes are like this. And Josh, if you were against West, how did you get to be like this with the person that's like this with him? It doesn't make sense, but Josh cries like a baby, and he's having second thoughts, like maybe we shouldn't put Dee in, whatever. Then we have that fire pit scene that was in the preview of the previous week. We ain't missed nothing with the fire pit scene. It was just Rogan, Jenny, and Bananas discussing how Dee has double-crossed people and screwed with people's games, and she can't be trusted. And they trying to figure out, how did Dee and Melissa become such best friends all of a sudden? And I'm trying to figure out the same thing. Like, why is Melissa so like, we can't vote in Dee? And I'm like, when did you become this cool with Dee? But anyway, so finally we at the tribunal. Dee gets mad. She was like, I'm taking it personal that you all put me in here. And then like, Dee, they're trying to make it seem, we know they throwing Dee in, but they trying to make it seem like they not throwing Dee in. It was like, Dee, you ain't got to come in here all hostile. Just come in here and say, okay, it's a game. It is what it is. You ain't going in, so be cool. And Dee, she can't be cool. She said, no, it's personal. I'm mad at you. And she was like, I'm not. She was like, it's all good, Bananas. It's all good, Melissa. I'm mad at Josh. And I'm like, how are you mad at Josh? This wasn't even his idea. And so then Josh, I guess he done already cried. So he pulls Dee's card. He was like, bitch, how you mad at me when she pulled his card? And then Dee was like, I'm mad at you, Josh, because I could have threw you in last week and I didn't. And that's when Josh pulled Dee's card and was like, nah, bitch, you didn't put me in last week because Wes did not want me to be put in. And here, you don't know what we're talking about. I'm like, Dee, stop. Period. Wes did not want Josh in the nomination. Wes was like, I don't even want to give Josh any kind of satisfaction that we have a beef, so he's not getting put in the tribunal. And that was on period. So Dee, stop. You had nothing to do with saving Josh last week. So moving on, we get to the purgatory, and I guess it's the moment, like they really edited this episode, the moment after Rogan said, yeah, Bananas, you can throw Dee in. Dee is pissed. She said, Rogan, look in my eyes and tell me you want me to go down there. And Rogan is like, yes, send her in. And Dee, what did Dee say? She was like, how are you going to do this to me? And Dee was pissed because in her confessional, she was booing, I can't believe I put my trust in the wrong person again. I'm like, bitch, this is the same person you put your trust in last season, who did the same thing to you last season. You saw it, forgave him at the reunion. Like, you the dumb bitch. You can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Because Rogan showed you who he was. Who says that? Maya Angelou, when someone shows you who you are, believe them the first time. He showed you who he was last season. You the fool that, I mean, her heart had to be crushed because she just slept with this man. Just got shower fucked by Rogan, and now you in elimination. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And Rogan didn't blink an eye. He was like, yeah, I said it. Okay. So Dee calls Rogan a snake. Fast forward, D wins the elimination. After the elimination, she's throwing a whole bunch of fuck yous to Bananas, Josh, and Rogan. No one is excited to see her in the house. She was like, it's getting ready to get a little bit of spice in the house. She's getting ready to snap. They definitely deleted that from this week's episode. We definitely should have saw some arguments go down with people getting the raft of D. She goes back and calls herself the baddest bitch. She was like, I'm just the baddest bitch. Y'all shouldn't have put me down there. I'm a challenge beast. And so I'm like, okay, I'll believe it after next week if she wins this hall brawl. Because she's going in again. It's already been in the super trailer. She's going in again. It's going to be a hall brawl. If you can win this hall brawl against anyone except for Nany, Melissa too. I really hope she's not in a hall brawl with Melissa next week because Melissa is pregnant. And we know her baby is okay. But now that I know she's pregnant on this challenge, it's like, before, if I would have known Melissa was pregnant and she said that she was pregnant during the taping, I wouldn't have paid it no attention. But now that we're getting closer to this finale, you can kind of tell she's pregnant. She's definitely gaining weight in her belly area. And every time I see her in these challenges, I cringe. I'm like, oh, the baby. But the baby is well. Melissa did have a healthy baby girl. Congratulations, girl. It was probably a few weeks ago. But anyway, that was it. That was the deleted scenes. It was good. Go back. I'm going to try to put the person's name in the description. Go to their page. Look at the deleted scenes. It's 2 7-minute clips. Part 1, part 2. They're spicy. And it definitely filled in all the blanks from that episode. Because that week I was kind of like, but why? Like, what did D do? I didn't get it, but now I do. All right, y'all. Hopefully they won't just let it ride out. Because I'm telling you, D is going to be in this hall brawl. I want to know how she gets there. Because clearly, next week, it's Bailey, Melissa, and Nany don't have red skulls. Bailey is cussing Kaylee, Casey, and Anissa out. I'm assuming they're in the tribunal and they aren't willing to put Bailey in. But some kind of way, D is in there. So I definitely need to know who is really in this tribunal that's willing to screw over Melissa and Nany and put D in that hall brawl. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Get in the comments, and I will see you next Thursday for the upcoming episode. Like, comment, share. Bye.